I'm Miles Skinner, a PhD student in the University of Alberta in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, and I study advanced composite materials used in energy storage. So I'm here to answer another fantastic question submitted to Future Energy Systems, and let's see where this takes us. The next question is, how long till we have sustainable energy? So this is a great question, and the answer depends on who you ask. So I can talk about it from an engineering perspective, and I'll try and go a little further to what in academia we say, I will hypothesize about the future, but really this means I'll take an educated guess. But I don't know, but I can't really answer definitively because there's no good answer to this question. So from an engineering perspective, we already have sustainable energy. Geothermal energy is a proven technology. Iceland is entirely powered by geothermal. It's growing in popularity all over the world. We know how to make it work. We know how it works. We know how to make it work. We know what technologies we need to get it to work. We just need to adopt it. We as a society in all of Canada and as a human society all over the world, we just need to adopt it where appropriate. We need to start using it where it's going to be most useful. Same thing with solar power. Solar power is already very inexpensive. It's readily available technology. It's being used all over the world. We just need to use it more. And we just need to adopt it. We need to use it more and switch from, or transition, you'll hear this word, transition from one form of energy, which is coal and oil and natural gas, into this renewable or sustainable energy. So solar power already exists. Wind power, it's the same. We already have the technology. We already know how it works, and we can already make it cost effective and sustainably. We just need to adopt it, and we need to get our society to actually use it. So from an engineering perspective, a lot of the work or a lot of the proof of concept, the initial can we get this technology to work is already done. What we're doing now in engineering and in science is trying to improve the technology and make it just better and better and better. So solar power, another great example with this is that it's constantly getting more efficient, or the amount of energy we can produce from the amount of light that hits the solar panels, we can produce more energy from that. So, all right, well, let me say that better. So for every amount of light that hits the solar panel, we can generate a certain amount of electricity. And newer panels are what's called more efficient. So for the same amount of light hitting the panel, we can generate more electricity. So for every 1 unit of light, right now we might get 1 unit of energy. But new solar panels, or ones that are being developed, for every 1 unit of light that hits the panel, we might get 2 units of electricity. So that's what we're working on now. Same thing with wind power. We're trying to make it more efficient. So we already know kind of the best ways to make wind power more efficient. And the easiest one is just to make the turbines bigger. And so we're working on that. I say we as like a human society. So there's companies in Europe that are developing the largest wind turbines in the world right now. And those are getting put into production right now. They have each blade on the wind turbine, and there's 3 of these blades that spin in a circle. Each blade is over 100 meters in diameter. So these are truly massive objects. And so we're working on developing those better. Same thing with geothermal. Geothermal is getting easier to implement. It's getting cheaper to implement. And at least in Alberta, where we have a lot of old or disused oil wells that can be converted to geothermal pretty easily, there's a lot of potential, and we're getting better at understanding how that works. And so from an engineering perspective, we already have a lot of these technologies. What we need to do is convince or push society to actually adopt them. And that's happening slowly over time. So Iceland, we already know, entirely powered by geothermal. Canada, as a whole country, already generates more than 60% of its energy from sustainable sources. Mostly that's hydropower on the East Coast and in British Columbia. So Canada is already well on its way, and we're looking at getting better and better. Much of Europe is already transitioning or switching from oil and coal and natural gas into renewable sources, mostly wind, biomass, and solar are the most common. Nuclear to a lesser extent, that's mostly in France. So it's happening. It's happening right now. It's just happening slowly. The smartest, most well-educated people on the world say anywhere from 30 to 100 years. We'll see all of our energy on the planet being generated from renewable sources, which is a long time. It's a 70-year gap where it's like anywhere in here. Will it be 30 years? I would guess no. Probably it will be more than 30 years. Will it be 100 years? I would guess also no. It will probably be less than 100 years. Definitely within, if you're the student who asked this question, or if you're going to grade school right now, definitely within your lifetime, you will see renewable energy and sustainable energies become the most common source of energy. Almost certainly, I'm pretty confident within my lifetime, although I am older, but I'm not that much older than you guys. So I hope to see that within my lifetime. That will make me very happy. But how long exactly? I can't say, and nobody can say. It depends on how cost effective we can get these technologies, and how society and how politicians and how countries organize themselves to switch from oil and coal and natural gas into renewable sources. And that will happen at different times for different countries. Like I said, many countries are almost there, are actually entirely there or almost there now, and many countries are much further behind. So it'll be different and it'll change. So it's impossible to say. I hope in the future you can help the transition. You can encourage governments and policies and society to switch and transition to a safer and healthier form of energy. Let me know what you think. Do you think it'll be closer to 30 years or closer to 100 years? We can have that talk and keep the conversation going. So thanks a lot for your question. I really appreciated it, and I hope you will keep thinking about it and keep learning in the future. So stay curious.
Thank you so much for watching Future Energy Systems Ask an Expert series. If you have your own question, submit it on our website. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our exciting content. Check out the links below to our website and learning page where you can find activities, learning extension, and more. You can also sign up on the website for notifications for future videos and interactive opportunities. There's so much to learn as we explore our energy future.